My name is Alexandra Rosales, and in this video I'll be discussing some dispositions that make me a successful teacher. One quality that I believe makes me a successful teacher is being attentive to my students. I like to make sure that I get to know each one of my students as an individual and as a person in the classroom. I like to make sure that I am aware as to what makes them successful, what might give them a hard time in the learning process, so I can be as supportive as possible. Another quality that I believe I have that makes me successful as a teacher is being respectful. I like to present myself with respect inside of the classroom and outside of the classroom. I believe that our students learn from us and get influenced by how we act, so I want to make sure that I portray myself and carry myself with respect. I like to make sure that my students know what respect is and how to learn how to respect each other in the classroom, when they're playing outside, when they're with their family, and so on. I believe that as they grow, having respect towards one another and other humans is very important. Even though I have some great qualities that make me a successful teacher, there are things that I can definitely improve on and continue to work on. I think that one of those is making sure that I stay on top of what is happening in my field. I think that sometimes I try to do too much and get carried away in my lesson planning, or making sure that I am informing the parents of how the students are doing and just in life in general. And I think that what makes me successful is knowing how I can help my students. So I should get better at making sure that I stay on top of what is happening in my field, what new programs are coming out, what great stuff is for me to teach my students, just advocating for the community in general, making sure that other people know how we can teach our parents, teach our friends and family as to what is going on. I also think that I can improve in knowing technology. I think that technology is advancing very fast, and I myself sometimes don't know what is happening or how to work certain things, and sometimes my students know how to work the iPad better than myself, to be honest. So just knowing what great programs are developing, what apps are coming out that can be successful for my students, when they want to play games on the iPad, just things that I can recommend to the parents, making sure that I have equipment that is going to be helpful for my students so that they can be successful just in general. And then I believe that as educators, we should always carry ourselves with respect and high professionalism. I think that we should set expectations as to how people should act in our field. So making sure that we carry ourselves with respect, making sure that we're being fair to our students, being attentive, having patience, just in general, making sure that when a situation gets hard, we go back and learn what has helped us solve other situations so that we can treat it with fairness, making sure that we are listening to both sides of the story. If we need to communicate with our coworkers, give us ideas, just so that we can be successful to problem solve just in general. I think that expectations are important to have, just how we have them for our students. As people ourselves, we should have them as well. And I think that staying on top of what is happening every day in our field is very important, so that we provide the best knowledge for our students every day.